I am not familiar with my Mycolab's blood test. Okay. I do know that if you correlate the mold, the urinary mold tests are just fine, and you can correlate the blood test and the mold test and the organic acid test. One of the things on history you can ask, and something I really like asking, is when they go on holiday, do they get better? Do they come back and they get worse? Or are they sick during the week, and then when they come home for the weekend, they get progressively better. When they go back to work and they get sick again. A lot of people, fob that off as stress. What it is mold. Okay? I had someone visit me when I was in the UK years ago, and she came from a distance and she stayed at her mom's house. When she came to see me, all she wanted to talk about was genetics, and I'm just sitting there saying, "Can I take your history?" And as I did, I realized that she bought a house with her fiance, and she was doing most of the fixing in the house, and her symptoms started and got worse and worse and worse. And I kept telling her, "This sounds like a mold problem. Do you want to believe me?" So I was thinking about it a little bit as she's talking, and I said, "You slept at your mom's last night, right? How'd you feel?" She said, "It's the first good night's sleep I've had in a long time." And in other words, the symptoms weren't as bad. So I wanted to take a flashlight and shine it under my face and give her my best Hannibal Lecter and say, "Now tell me it's not mold." Okay. Then she started crying. And I said, "Why are you crying?" Because here was a real issue. She thought that her fiance would be very upset if this house, she couldn't fix it up and there was big problems with it. And I said, "If your fiance loves you and you tell him what the problem is, he'll burn the house down." Okay, I would. They ended up living with their mom for a while, and she got better rather rapidly because I know her practitioner was an excellent practitioner. So a lot of times, do you need the test for mold? Yeah, you can do it. You can quantify it. Does it change your treatment plan? Probably not, because you're going to be using glutathione and binders and so forth. If you try the Shoemaker protocol, good luck. I don't know anybody who's ever finished that protocol. Dr. Shoemaker is a pioneer, and I respect him greatly. But I've always found, and I think many people do find this protocol a little bit daunting. So think about that. If you know what's wrong, what do you need to test for? Start treating it now. If you're not getting anywhere, then you start doing some testing. Don't let the testing drive you. That is a capital mistake. Don't let the testing drive you. You do testing to confirm a diagnosis, to see if there's something you don't know about, or if you've done testing before, to see how much better you're getting. Okay, testing is not all that. Your brain, your ability to take a history, and your ability to use logic and intuitive insight is what gets people better.